News Channel 2, live at 5 News Hour.
Tonight at 5, Utica Zoo in mourning. 2 animals loved for years have died.
Also, dissolution proposal. A public meeting is planned on the future of the New Hartford Police Commission.
But first, tracking Debbie. The governor is asking New Yorkers to start taking this storm seriously.
Now, the news with Kristen Copeland and Jason Palace.
That's us. Cooler today and some light rain right now, but Tropical Storm Debbie is making her way up the East Coast.
We'll get you to the Weather Center in just a minute, but first, Governor Hochul is asking New Yorkers to take the storm threat seriously and start preparing now. Later this week, the storm will bring rain, but it could pick up speed as it enters the Northeast.
This is our new normal because of climate change. And as the leader of this state, it's all about being prepared in advance with the early warning systems we have. This is something to be taken seriously. Do not wait until the hurricane remnants come. This is about to start today.
Debbie made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane yesterday in Florida before dropping to tropical storm levels. Let's get you over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He's tracking it all in the Weather Center.
Yes, we are concerned about what Debbie could bring into the Northeast. For us locally, it would be rain. I know the last tropical system brought us tornadoes, but this is expected to be a different setup, and that's not expected to be a major concern for us. Let's talk about what's going on outside today. Some light rain. Cold front that came through yesterday, kind of lingering in our area. We're expecting the rest of this evening to be a washout. Mostly cloudy skies with a few light rain showers, temperatures in the low 70s. Still a little bit humid. We're going to see a big drop in the humidity as we head into tomorrow. We've got Friday and Friday night as an alert day, again, because the remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie are expected to make their way into the Northeast. And again, locally, the primary concern here is heavy rainfall and the possibility of some flooding. Light rain this evening, temperatures near 70. Tonight, we drop down into the low 60s. Showers come to an end. It looks beautiful tomorrow, the pick of the week, a high temperature of 79. We do have a couple of showers arriving late Thursday, but again, heavy rainfall is possible on Friday night and into early Saturday. You can see temperatures are going to stay into the 70s as we head throughout the next 7 days. Back over to you.
Tomorrow night, the public will have their say on a proposal to abolish the Town of New Hartford Police Commission. Town Supervisor Paul Michoni was out of town and unavailable for comment today, and the police chief deferred to the supervisor. 2 of the 5 commission members we contacted declined to speak as well. This public hearing is tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, at the Municipal Building in the Orchard.
A home health aide is charged with grand larceny, accused of stealing from the person she was assisting. The Oneida County Sheriff says Denise Dexter stole jewelry from a victim in the town of Trenton. The sheriff's office was able to recover some of the stolen property.
4 people from Boonville, including a 5-year-old, were rescued from the Black River over the weekend. The State Department of Environmental Conservation says they fell out of their kayak Saturday about a mile from the Lyons Falls boat launch in Lewis County. A motorboat operator helped them get into their boat, and forest rangers in an airboat brought them to a waiting ambulance.
The hardest part of the circle of life is having to say goodbye.
Utica Zoo staff recently lost 2 of their beloved animals, and while the zoo staff grieve themselves, they're also taking steps to comfort the 2 animals' exhibit mates left behind. Here's News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris.
It's really no different for animals in the zoo from how it is for pets in the home. The Utica Zoo recently had to make a tough decision to end the suffering of not 1, but 2 of their beloved animals.
And really what it boils down to is that their last day is their best day. And our animals, these 2 in particular, were older. Nala was 19, Zeke was 16. We knew this was coming. They had had some declining health.
They knew it was coming, so they tried to prepare Zeke the zebu and Nala the Bactrian camel's exhibit mates who would be left behind. For Zeke, it was Zach and Zeddy. Zoo staff believe Zeke helped with this in a final act of love.
When we knew that it would be imminent that Zeke wouldn't be there any longer, we actually brought in Zeddy, which was another zebu, and we really feel that Zeke helped bridge the relationship together, that Zach and Zeddy would become good pals, so that when Zeke wasn't there any longer, Zach and Zeddy would have each other.
Furlough, the camel, is alone now in his exhibit, but seems to be doing okay, coming out frequently today to greet visitors.
Assessing his well-being, giving him extra enrichment, watching his behavior for aggression. He seems to be doing okay. It's not completely uncommon for a camel to be solitary for a little while in the wild.
That doesn't mean he should or will be alone in captivity indefinitely. That plan is not yet set.
How old is Furlough? Is this the best place for him, or do we have him go elsewhere, and do we bring in others?
All this plus processing their own grief.
There's a goodbye process for our staff. We make sure that there's time allowed for that. Often there might be some type of, way that our staff gathers something to remember that animal by. We tell stories about those animals. We have photos.
And memories. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
So sad. Another $200 million is up for grabs as part of the state's Downtown Revitalization Initiative and New York Forward grant program. Both are designed to help smaller and rural downtown areas. Starting today, communities can apply for that money, and the deadline is October 18th. In 7 rounds of DRI, $800 million has been awarded to 81 communities, and many of them were local. And today, the Mohawk Valley Regional Economic Development Council met to discuss the status of available funding from the state. Full house at Thinkubator in downtown Utica. Everyone here talked about their economic development in their communities and how they can support each other. Stakeholders then go back and start building their next set of projects to pitch to the state.
All the grants come together and you look to see how you can bundle money for projects. Workforce development leads to a better community because you're working with industry, industry's working with the community, and more economy is growing and growing and more resources are coming forward.
And we were told today that the council will soon announce $10 million in new workforce development initiatives.
Vice President Kamala Harris is now officially the Democratic nominee for president, and she's picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. The pair released a video today. The Harris campaign believes Walz brings a sense of balance to the ticket. He is 60 years old, 2-term governor, former teacher, a military veteran, and a gun owner. The story continues at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News on WKTV NBC.
Team USA stays atop the medal count in the Olympics with 79.
21 gold, 30 silver, 28 bronze. This count marks the end of Day 10 competition, happening tonight in prime time. One of the most anticipated events on the track, the men's 1500, complete with a star-studded field and a serious rivalry. Here's what the team's working on for News Channel 2 at 6. Syracuse University football training camp rolls into its second week. We'll hear from Fran Brown on how his squad is progressing with week 1, I should say, less than a month away. National Night Out. We're going to take you live to Herkimer, where police officers are having fun with the people they serve and protect. And fire, smoke, and panic. What travelers at Syracuse Airport could encounter this week, but it's only a drill. And it comes your way on News Channel 2 at 6.
Hey, thanks for streaming with us. News Channel 2 at 6 is on WKTV NBC.